Welcome to the Bondi Scrapper channel. In today's video we're going to pull apart this induction cooktop that normally I wouldn't pick up any type of thing from a kitchen because they're covered in grease, but this was really clean and tidy. It's pretty obvious what's gone wrong. Someone's dropped something on it, I assume, and broken it. I am doing this mainly because I've never done one before, and I'm making noises because I'm trying to pick it up one-handed. I don't think there's going to be a lot in it. There is, down there you can see a little tiny bit of copper right there, and it wouldn't shock me if that was the only bit of copper I get out of it and a bit of wire, but I thought just for interest's sakes, let's pull it apart, something that's not going to cover us with grease and oil and horrible things, because I'm a little bit over that, having done stuff like that for a long time. So let's have a crack. There are many screws to get this started. I'm just going to shut up and screw and fast forward. So let's go. Alrighty, so that's the lid off. It was in 3 pieces. I'll dispose of that in the recycling, I guess. What have we got here now? I don't know why I'm pulling these things off, I just felt compelled. Some little rubber feet. Actually, they might come in handy for a couple of other little projects I've got. They can go in there somewhere. Whole lot of very thin gauge wire, but let's get the side cutters and attend to that. Hey, look at that. That's a bit of alright. Let's see, so that is all pretty reasonable gauge copper wire. So we've had a bit of a score here, and there's some weight under there, but I don't know what the weight is, so that could be just some type of metal. But we've got that. Let's see what we can do about getting that off. So, looks good, doesn't weigh much. There's maybe 100 grams there, but there's a couple of metres of quite nice copper wire, and it's kind of marked up, otherwise you'd be able to sell it to the hobbyists. It's not going to go as bare bright, that'll go as burnt copper, because it's got the bits and pieces on it. That's alright, that means we can just kind of mash it up and be done with it, so that's good. So let's assume that the other 3 are the same. I've also just noticed there were standoffs. All those little screws that I was undoing at the back have got standoffs, and hey, look at that, they're brass. Oh, have I got you in the right spot there? I hope so. I'm using a different camera. So a bit of brass, so there's, I don't know, probably. Oh, okay, so there's like 20 of those things floating around, so that's good. Springs, we said that with the Bit of an accent there because that's exciting. But they'll go in the box of springs, which if anyone wants to buy springs off me, I can sell them to you. I've got lots of screws, lots of springs, lots of other bits and pieces. Now, this thing, what else has it got in it? Let's ponder that. What's the back of it? So we've got this back panel here. Oh, so that's aluminium. I've just tried it with the magnet. The magnet's not happening, so that's good. There's something ferrous in there. Right, let's try and work out how to get this apart. More tools. So this aluminium bit, yeah, you can tell it's aluminium too by how easy how soft it is. It's held in by these little plastic rivets. With a bit of luck, we'll just be able to use a bit of brute force and ignorance. Yep, and break them off. And I can show you, brute force and ignorance is what I'm good at. There we go, there's that one. But it's still not coming off, and it's kind of stuck under all this plastic stuff. Okay, so that's a clip just there. There's a clip, so we need to push him in. Oh yeah, that worked. Oh baby, look at this. This just keeps on getting better and better. Big extruded aluminium heatsink. Oh, that looks like a little electric motor. That's exciting. I've got a couple of little plastic tabs here holding off this, holding on the circuit board. So just break them off, and tiny bit of wire. Got that. So we've got, that's the wire, continuation of the wire that we got before. So that's burnt copper. I just knocked over a tub that was full of screws. That'll teach me for having a filthy workplace. Ah dear, some mothers do have them, don't they? And I'm one of them. So this thing, how to get him off. So that's obviously for a couple of e-waste. Ben would know what those things were called. I don't know what they're called. Things that get hot, obviously. I've got that. Nice bit of extruded aluminium. Very sexy shape. Well, I like that too. And it's got a bit of weight to it for aluminium, so there's about 50 grams there. I don't know what aluminium's paying at the moment. Last time they gave me some money for it, it was $1.10 a gram. We've got this circuit board. It's got that. We'll be able to rip that off. Maybe. Yep. Just got to get in underneath it. So that'll go in with transformers and electric motors. There's no point trying to get the wire off that because it's all got all this resin around the bottom. Waste of time there, but again, it's I don't know, 50 cents a kilo, and there's 150, maybe 200 grams there. That feels like about the same amount of ham that I bought to put on the kids' pizza last night. So 200 grams there. Another little transformer here. You may as well take that off. That can go into the same bin. These things, I don't know what they are. They sound hollow. I betcha there's a little, what do you call that thing? Relay. Little relay in there. Betcha. Let's have a look. And yep, those little terminals there, they're brass, so we can take them as well. They go in the brass tin. Sure, they weigh next to nothing, but with brass, if you see the way I collect brass, every little bit helps, and it really does add up after a while. And it's, hey, that wasn't hard, was it? Just ripping that off. Now, you've got to make sure you don't put the screwdriver through your fingers, because that's always exciting and bloody. No, I'm wrong there. They're not hollow. Look, they're potted. That'll just be some type of resistor or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I know that it's too hard to get whatever it is inside of it out of it. So that can all go into circuit boards. That goes over with the other circuit board. What do we got here? A little electric fan. Let's see what that does. So we've got a little bit of wire hanging off there. Do that. And look, when I first started scrapping, I started pulling these bits apart. There was a tiny bit of copper in there, but basically you can throw that into your shred piles. They won't even take that as an electric motor, I don't think. I mean, if you pare it right back to nothing, they will, but if it's covered in plastic, well, there we go, we can pull that shroud off. That goes in the bin. And, you know, I guess the hobbyist could use it for something. Oh, there we go. There goes the fan bit. So that now can go straight into your shred, because that's got a little bit of ferrite around there. So that's fair enough. That's a fair game with your scrap metal dealer. And you come back up here, and as you can see, I'm just hoping that's right in the middle of the frame. But as you can see, it's got that tiniest bit of copper on there, and so yeah, you could put that in for electric motors as it stands there by doing that. So job done, there's an electric motor for you. Looking at the colour of that copper, I reckon it's probably not even copper, that's probably aluminium, but maybe not. So there's that. That can go into there. Let's get this bit of aluminium off here. $50 grams. This has still got weight in it. There's something going on here. There. Yeah. So that, as you can see, the magnet's sticking to it. Coming out there, those dark bits, they're some type of ferrous material, probably ferrite, I'd guess, and so that can go into your shred pile. That's fine. Saves going it into landfill. That's pretty good. So what we've just done then, multiply that by another 3 of them, so that's great. And then the final thing here is this bit of a circuit board. And that circuit board attached at the back there. I'm going under. I'm going down. Okay, so what we've got here, in order to get to the bottom bit, I've just got to undo these 6 fasteners at the bottom. They're just a flathead screw. Then that'll pop out. It's kind of held in there. You're just going to have to imagine me doing that, because I want to get this done reasonably quick. That one there could either go into transformers, or for the really keen, you can just kind of snip these wires off a bit, and you can unravel it if your little heart desires that one. I'm just going to be throwing that probably straight into transformers, because I've just got far too much stuff around here. I don't know. You'll probably get about the same either way, so what's the point? Another little transformer-y thing. So they'll be the same as what we found before. Don't know what that is, let's have a look. So this one here, if I can pop it a bit better, there we go, happy days. Ooh, nearly lost it. There we go. So that one there is a little relay. These are easy as to strip. You can do them while you're watching TV, which I will do that upstairs sometime during the week. And you get a little nubbin of copper out of there. Otherwise, you could throw it into transformers. And those contactors there, they will also be copper or brass. I call them brass. Throw them in the brass pile. That way my scrapyard guy won't argue with me about what they are. But that one will come in as burnt copper once you strip it off, and as I said, it's really easy to do that. So that's two of them we got, and let's go here. I'm curious now, very curious. So hammer, chisel. No, that's not happening, so that's done. So that'll go into as a low-grade circuit board. And there's a little bit of copper in here, and yeah, that's all ferrous. Can rip all those off, and that's it, job done. Can't help myself, got to show you what this thing's worth, because it's interesting. Weighed it all up. What did we come up with? There's a little bit of this insulated wire. Most of it's rubbish. It's not worth a thing. 2 cents, 1 cent, who cares? Brass. Here's my little list over here. And the brass is $4 a kilo at the moment, roughly. 0.04 of a kilo of little brass bits and pieces. You're going to get 16 cents out of that. The aluminium, which I've got precariously sitting on top of a charged battery there. Aluminium, there's 0.7 of a kilo there, and look, I'm saying it's 80 cents a kilo at the moment, so that's worth 56 cents. It's probably worth a little bit more. I've heard that aluminium's recovered in the last week, so maybe it's worth 90, and the extruder's worth about $1.10, something like that. So 56 cents there. Got a little pile of transformers and motors and stuff like that there. They're only half a kilo. I thought they'd weigh more than that, and 50 cents a kilo I'm calling it. They might be worth a little bit more, but 24 cents. And finally, our big bundle of burnt copper comes in at 720 grams, 0.7 of a kilo. Oh, for those that use the imperial system, I guess that's like 1 1/4 pound. Oh, and then we've just gone off. But yeah, I think it's about just over a pound. I think there's 500 grams to a pound or something like that. But $6.70 kilo at the moment. I think it's paying times 0.7, $4.70. The whole lot, $5.65 in Aussie dollars. The little Aussie battler. I think in US dollars it's about $4 at the moment. I think we've just climbed to go above 70 cents, and British pounds £2.80. So is it worth it? I don't know. It was fun. It's an easy strip, and if you can get a clean one, I wouldn't do it if it was covered in grease and fat and all that, but if you can get a clean one like I did, it was an easy strip, so why not? Otherwise, you just pick the whole thing up and you put it in a shred. I didn't weigh it. I should have weighed it. You could do that too at, 7 cents a kilogram. I guess there it probably was about 70 cents there, maybe $1 if you threw it in a shred. Who knows? Who cares? That was fun. Doing the outroduction now. You know what that is, an outroduction? That's when you're going out, not in. Bye.